Good day everyone. I am Bukala Jane Mary from BEd 3. My topic is all about social systems model under Unit 2 School as a Social System. So here is the objectives of this lesson. At the end of this lesson, learners are expected to K. Understand the basic concept of school as a social system, its characteristics, and the basis of social system. S. Organize ideas in describing social system model for school. And A. Justify the importance of the roles of a school as a part of social system through reflection. Social systems model. So what is social system model? Social system concept, according to Olsen 1970, as cited by Timado 2014, it is a model or organization that possesses creativity beyond its component parts. It is distinguished from its environment by a clearly defined boundary. It is composed of subunits, elements, and subsystems that are interrelated within relatively stable patterns of social order. Social system is made up of different parts. Basically, it has the five major institutions: the family, education, religion, economic institutions, and the government. Now let's proceed to the characteristics of social system. First characteristic is the based on interaction of plurality of individuals. This is related to the term diversity, means that we live in diverse world and we live in a diverse community. The second characteristic is related with cultural system. Each major social institution shares part of their structures or distinct set of ways in it is part and parcel for the complete fulfillment or success of our particular goal. Third characteristic is unity. There must be interdependence, and if there is an interdependence, there will be a showcase of unity and harmony. Fourth characteristic is all parts are interdependence interactive. So, one major social institutions cannot live alone. We need other social institutions to fulfill goals or to fulfill our purpose. So, the fifth characteristic is the interactions must carry a meaning. It must not be useless and it must not be senseless. So there must be a meaningful experience and meaningful joy need to be provided for every social institutions. So that is why each social institution has a specific function or they have a specific spot in the society where we live. Now, let's go to the basis of social system. First, we have belief and knowledge. According to Kant and Fichte, one of the most vulnerable distinctions in philosophy is the one between knowledge and belief. Knowledge has been typically associated with a scientific cognition that can provide truth, whereas belief has been thought to present subjective opinion. Second, we have sentiment. It presents what we feel about the world it is, and it is the chief element articulated in the internal pattern of social system, that there is something to be fulfilled. Third, we have the goals or objectives. It means that there is a meaningful purpose. It also creates the members of the social system expect to accomplish a particular end or objective through appropriate actions. Next is norms. Norms are standard for determining what is right and wrong, appropriate and inappropriate, and what is bad and good in a social relationship. Next, we have the status and role. Next is ranks. If we say ranks, it includes the importance of individual and it determined by the evaluation placed upon an individual and the acts in accordance with the norms and standard of the social system. Next is the power. It refers to the capacity to control others. It may take place any conflict among the different parts of the social system. Next, we have the sanction. It refers to the rewards and penalties given out by the members of the social system. Last is the facility. It is defined as a means used to attain within the system. So we have here an illustration of the social system models for school. First, we have the environment. So it has transformation process because the very typical purpose of school as an institution is that transmission of knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes. Next is the structural system. It is headed by the principal or the assistant principal with the guidance counselor. We have subject coordinator and classroom teachers, and the utility. We have staff and non-teaching employees. The next of structural system, we have the cultural system. The different ways of the different cultures embodied in the system of a specific school. So each teacher or learner will be sharing a part of themselves to improve the performance of the school as a whole. Next is the political system. The power relation. We are now following policies and guidelines in order to have a good flow and organized institution. The last system is the individual system. The individual system is the cognition need to follow because students learn something to gain knowledge, skills, and values. Going back to the illustration, the inputs of a school are environment constraints. Example is lacking of facilities and equipment, lack of classrooms, and lack of books. Next, we have the human capital resources. So we have a teacher in teaching process and we have learners in the learning process. Next is the mission and board policies. Because the school cannot be established if there are no mission, goals, and objectives. Last is materials and methods, which are used by the teachers in order for them to fulfill their mandate, and that is to teach effectively. So if we have inputs of the school, we have also outputs of the school. We have the achievements of the school, job satisfaction of the teacher, absenteeism, dropout rate of the students, and the overall quality or the performance of the teacher, the students, and the school head. The school is structured means that school has its purpose, has a culture, and different system. Roles of a school as a part of social system. We have training and education, family institution, mobilization, research and findings, the counseling and career, community leadership, leadership in the government institution, and leadership in non-government institutions. These are the roles to be played and fulfilled by the school as a part of the social system. That's the end of my report, and thank you for watching.